If you have not seen Star Wars Skeleton Crew yet, welcome. I'm about to break it down. Episode 1. So for those that don't understand what time frame we're in, this takes place after the defeat of the Empire, in the age of the New Republic. The New Republic claims to have control, but like it says, piracy is at an all-time high, and that is not something that you have to remember because it is constantly a part of the story. Example 1, we see a New Republic ship getting boarded by pirates. They are no match for them, especially this half bat, half man looking creature. His name is Brutus. He appears to be the right-hand man of the captain. He does not miss his shots. He was hitting everything. A deadly gunslinger for sure. We see that their captain's name is Silvo. Captain Silvo is here on this New Republic ship looking for some credits. And this ship happens to have a whole vault of credits. And after threatening one of the last remaining survivors to open up this vault, and the guy refuses to, he tosses him out the ship and gets his own guys to do it. And while his guys are opening up this vault, he gives a tearful money speech to improve the morale of his doubtful crew.
These cycles have been lean. Some of you have all but given up on me. Your good old captain. It's all forgotten now. Because at long last I brought you to the only thing that matters. Cold, hard credits.
Only to find out that there's only one credit in the whole entire vault. He probably should have saved the speech for after he opened up the vault. But his crew, and rightfully so, turns on him after risking their lives for essentially nothing. And it's implied Brutus becomes the captain. The first main kid character we're introduced to is Anil. Like kids his age, he'd rather prefer playing with toys than getting ready for school. I did find it interesting that they have their own cereal and milk substitute in Star Wars. The first introduction of Wim's dad is kind of like this strict parent. He kind of wants his son to stop goofing off. He's just trying to get to work on time and make sure his son gets to school. But it seems like the narrative of the single black strict parent crosses between fiction and non-fiction. Also, this child actor kind of reminds me of a celebrity's son, but I won't say his name. All I'll say is, you lost the beef with Kendrick. Anyway, as he's going to school, we encounter one of his friends, and one of the greatest duels in Star Wars history goes down.
You should not have come here.
My guts! They're everywhere!
Wait. What? I think I have something in my...
Their classmates proceed to look at them like they're the weirdos of the class. Man, let them do their nerdy shit in peace. Unsurprisingly, we find that he has a infatuation with Jedi and reads facts about them the whole bus ride to school. And when he gets to school, what appears to be a government worker is there questioning the kids on career day and about what they want to be. She seems a little stuck up, by the way, and she walks past Wim drawing a picture of a Jedi, and she asks him, what do you want to be? Purposefully picking him out, and he doesn't want to get made fun of, so he says, I want to be a protector of people, which is him essentially saying he wants to be a Jedi, which he gets mocked for by his classmates. We then get introduced to the two characters, KB and Fern, who instead of going to school, they'd rather ride their speeder bikes throughout the city, or the urban area, doing dangerous stunts and just having fun. We're then introduced to Fern's mom, who ends up being the woman that came in on a career day and pretty much outed Wim. And suddenly, the rebellious nature of Fern kind of makes sense now, as she's more focused on her daughter maintaining her top place in the class than her daughter's well-being. Or that's at least what we see in like the 1 minute, 2 minute interaction. As Fern gets visibly frustrated and fed up with her mother, only caring about her grades and achievements. And now focuses back on Wim, who wants his father to read him a book as he falls asleep. His father tells him that he's too old for that, and instead wants him to study more. There seems to be this constant thing of the parents are more focused on the kid's education rather than the kid themselves. Wim proceeds to read himself to sleep using the Jedi Artifacts. The next day, Wim is late for school, and he goes on his speeder bike and tries to cut through the forest in order to try to make it on time, as he also has a test that day. He ends up falling down into this little dent in the forest where he can't really get back up, and discovers this metal circular object in the grass, and thinks that it somehow relates to some type of Jedi temple or some type of Jedi artifact. But before he can fully find out what it is, he's discovered by one of the droids that is in his school and gets sent to the principal office, where he's introduced to Fern, and they talk about what he claims to have seen in the forest and how it may be Jedi related. He tells the location to Fern of where this occurred at, which he'll regret and not regret later. His father then comes to school and looks like he's about to give him an ass whipping of a lifetime. Wim tries to explain to his father how he possibly could have found something Jedi related in the forest, but his father is not going for none of it. He is fed up. He pretty much says, "The only force I want to hear is how much force you're applying in them books. Boy, you better get to studying and go home ASAP. I don't want to hear any of that Jedi nonsense shit again." That's paraphrased, but that's essentially what he said. And to a Jedi fanboy like Wim, that's heresy, that's treason, so he's not going to take that lightly. He grabs his boy Neil and says, "Let's go into the forest and go back to where I spotted this Jedi artifact looking thingy." So they go, and they encounter KB and Fern. He probably shouldn't have told Fern about this Jedi thing in the forest, as it piqued her curiosity. But it's too late, and now they're arguing about who gets a claim to it. They soon come to a truce, and KB and Fern trick Neil and Wim into digging it out. After they're finished, KB uses her cybernetic visor to scan the inside of it and realizes that there's technology down there. Now after opening it up, they go exploring down there, and they soon come to find out that this is in fact not just some cave or random tunnel, and Fern tries to tell Wim. Man, these names are so fucking weird. They feel dumb to pronounce. I'm gonna let the video do the rest.
Don't touch anything.